Hello, my name is Brian Stevenson. I'm with Focus Point Technologies, and we're talking with the Cyber Chronicles, our weekly show that discusses the most popular articles that are discussed on the internet via Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and other social media factors. Hope you enjoy the show. Let's get started. Okay, this week's most popular shared article on the interweb, invented by Al Gore. It comes to us from our favorite guys over at the Hacker News. They don't seem to miss a beat when it comes to finding information that's going on in the hacking cybersecurity world, and they did it again here. Strongly recommend you subscribe. One of the best websites out there for getting news. Facebook quiz app leaves 120 million users exposed. I'm just going to say this. I hope we can make it a week without Facebook ending up in the top 5 most significant security breaches or most shared security breaches for the week, because it just seems like it's every week there's something. Now it turns out some of the most popular quizzes, there's a application out there. Let me get it here. Signing in a name test website. Name test website allows the app for the company to fetch necessary information about your profile and then bring it up. It's like one of those questions, like they had the what Disney princess character are you? A lot of kids use this thing, and they click on it, and then it pops up with a cute little, commentary on who you are, and then you can post it for all your your Facebook friends. Not sure why they'd be interested in what princess character that you would think you are, but people do it. And apparently, looking at the quiz, that the app took a closer look and noticed it's fetching actually personal information off the application. So was shocked to see personal information in the JavaScript. Severe flaw. Here's the interesting thing I found, that here, it can mine information. We all know that these things can mine information using the app. A simple bit of code, names, photos, posts, pictures, your friends, everybody that's ever done anything. But he reported it to Facebook's Data Abuse Bounty Program April 22nd. A month later, Facebook told them that it would take 3 to 6 months to investigate. So apparently there's other things they're investigating, because I'm just reading between the lines here, but 3 to 6 months seems like a long time to investigate something as significant as releasing information, and all the name tests that are out there. They said they have fixed the flaw in the software program, and they've donated $8,000 in his name to the Freedom of Press Foundation. But the latest incident shows, I love the last statement here in this article, the latest incident shows that even after the social media giant changed its conditions for apps to access data on its platform in 2015, Facebook failed to adequately police such apps, which have access to substantial amounts of personal data on its platform. So you're on Facebook, just beware. Another incident where they've identified an application that could have shared. They don't say anyone's got this information, but it could have shared information for anybody who knew how to do it. Okay, let's continue on. Last time I said it was the most popular article. I don't know. It's Sunday. I'm putting this thing together. It was the 5th most popular. Five. Most popular article of the week. There, my voice just changed. I do this all in one shot. Either way, you get live reactions for how goofy I am. The number 4, free. Let me see if I can enunciate this right. Thanatos ransomware decryption tool released. So some of the good guys, if you had an organization, a company that downloaded the Thanatos ransomware, it hit quite a long time ago, but there's still probably some lingering script kiddies out there sending it out, trying to get its victims to lock up their information, and then of course they extort them through Bitcoins or Bitcash or Zcash or you name it. They try to get you to say, hey, give me some money and I give you your database back. But you can't do that now because there's a free ransomware decryption tool on GitHub, open source. You can download it and it'll go in and remove the ransomware attacks from your application. So tip of the hat to the folks who did that. It's over at GitHub, which GitHub, by the way, just got bought by Microsoft. So interesting to see what happens there. That is our number 4 most popular article, or most shared article across the internet. 4. Now we're going to go to number 3. Okay, number 3 most shared article. This was information came from Wired magazine, but a new data breach may have exposed every personal information of almost every American. This should occur like every week, right? Every week we have somebody that says this. This is almost like the Equifax one. There is a marketing aggregator, marketing material company, database company. I don't know how they get this crap. Well, actually, I think I do, but it's they got 200 terabytes of data, 340 million personal records on a public server. That's smart. Put it on a public server with 230 consumers and 110 businesses. The database pretty much has every U.S. citizen's information on it, says security researcher Tony Truxa, who told Wired magazine. We don't know where the data is coming from, but it's one of the most comprehensive collections we've ever seen. It includes does not include credit card numbers or social security numbers. Does not. Okay. But does have a phone number, email, postal address, as well as 400. I don't even know if how this can be. 400 personal characteristics, such as the person is a smoker, they own a dog, they own a cat, their religion, multitude of interests. I don't even know 400 things about my spouse. How the hell are they going to get this about me? But apparently they've got this information, and Exactus and the FBI are working on the vulnerability. They're not sure what people are doing with it. But if confirmed, this would be the largest in history and far larger than the Equifax breach last week of 148 million customers. Yet, we're not hearing any of this stuff on the news, are we? So that's why you're here at the Cyber Chronicle, to hear news that you normally wouldn't hear. Okay, the number 2 article that came out that's been shared the most against the interweb. This came across a variety of sources. I just grabbed one. But the new Wi-Fi security feature has been added. WPA3 officially launches with the new security features. So it promises to eliminate all known security vulnerabilities and wireless attacks, up to including the most dangerous crack attacks that are occurring right now in the marketplace. So you'll probably have to wait a while until we see this get implemented in some of the routers and Wi-Fi devices and be able to configure it. But if you have a Wi-Fi and you're using it, especially for a business, you want to make sure you're using the latest protocols that allow you to protect yourself from any attacks. Some of the features of the new protocol included a protection against brute force attacks. That's where you have the same username and password and you just keep hitting it, the dictionary until it finally breaks in. It's pretty legacy stuff. Not too many people use that anymore, because usually after 3 or 4 attempts, most applications will lock you out. Forward secrecy. It's a handshake that offers secrecy, prevents hackers from decrypting old captured traffic, even though they never heard the password of the network. And it protects open and public and strong encryption. It uses 192-bit encryption. So you'd have to be, I don't know, Rain Man to figure that one out. So, and it's an Easy Connect. It's a Wi-Fi Easy Connect, so it's going to be added to the Easy Connect feature, which most people use to set up their Wi-Fi. So that's coming out, new standard, a lot more protection against your Wi-Fi. Other thing you can do, just a little fun, name your Wi-Fi for your home something, instead of, the Smith family Wi-Fi. I always name mine FBI Surveillance Fans 1. That way it kind of freaks the neighbors out a little bit, and they go, whoa, what's going on here? So just a little fun fact, a little something for you guys to try at home. And now we're on to our sponsor. Before we get to the number 1 article, and you're not going to want to miss this week's number 1 article, but let's go on to our sponsor.
This episode of the Cyber Chronicle is brought to you by Focus Point Technologies, a Minnesota-based woman-owned cybersecurity solutions provider founded on the belief that the market is vastly underserved. We are putting the value back in VAR. Please call us at 651-330-5521 or find us on the World Wide Web at www.focuspointtechnologies.com.
Okay, we're on to number one most important article. This is an exclusive from Reuters. Ukraine says the Russian hackers are preparing for a massive attack. This is pretty serious shit. They're infecting Ukrainian companies with malicious software for backdoors for coordinated attacks, said the Ukrainian police chief on Tuesday. Just for the fact that they're telling people this prior to that happening, because it hasn't happened yet, indicates that they're worried and they want their people to be prepared. It's a threat in Ukraine. Some of the most destructive attacks in history have occurred there. The virus dubbed NotPetya hit Ukraine in 2014, took down the government agencies, businesses, and spread to corporate networks across the world, costing billions. That's a B. That's a big B in damages. So the fact that they decided to go public saying they're scared and will have a big impact and want people to be prepared. So this could be the one of possible many nationwide attacks that occur in the industry, in the marketplace. It could spread around the globe. This is why security is such an important topic that we discuss every week. This is a global war that we're going through right now that doesn't seem like it's given enough press and attention unless you're in cybersecurity that you're aware. I mean, this should be the front page of every article, every magazine, that they're prepared to take down the whole country. This hacking organization and the cyber police in Ukraine are worried enough to announce and let people know, and they've also got some U.S. federal authorities involved to try to help the situation out. So hopefully they can find these people before a nation-state attack occurs. But unfortunately, I think this is kind of the new normal. And but I hope you enjoyed this week's episodes, this week's show, and tune in next week where we'll have the top 5 most shared articles on the internet. And have a great week.